So guys, my Fiat Extra 300 is sitting on the table again, and you might notice already why. First of all, the back wheel, I had a little incident with that, and the front wheel, I had a little incident with that. And we're switching out the prop to a wooden prop that will hopefully give me more torque. So, right, I'll get all of the pieces. I got a new landing gear for this thing, a new carbon, and the rear gear I could not get a new one, so we're just going to try to fix that thing. So first impressions to the new landing gear, it looks like it's way more sturdy than the old one, because this one, as you can see, is very thick, and the old one of the Extreme Flight is it's like half as thick. It's really thin. So I really hope this one is gonna withstand more. Basically what happened here was hovering, touched the ground with my rudder, and I think my rudder got stuck in the grass a bit. I gave full speed to get out, and the ESC stopped because it got too hot, and it just fell on the nose. And I mean, nothing happened on the nose or anything, it just digged itself into the ground with the one leg. And yeah, as you can see, I fixed it very professionally. It flew again afterwards, a few flights with this fixing. But yeah, it's time for some new landing gear. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and take all of the pieces off I need to take off. I'm going to take off the landing gear, the wheel pants, and the prop, and then we'll get started with everything else. So guys, I finally managed to figure something out with the main wheels, so those are drying right now, and while that's done, we can move on to the rear wheel. So the rear wheel is pretty, what should I say, because this is just broken off, and yeah, we need to get it back together. So what I'll do for that, I have a technique that I'm going to use. Wait, I just need to put the glue off the remaining, because there's still glue on it from the previous times I've glued it. Okay, so basically what we're going to do, I'm going to take you guys step by step through this. So what we're going to do first is just glue this together again with a bit of CA. That's literally all we're going to do for the first step. And this does not want to be straight for some reason. Okay, so I have, I think it's thick CA, which I have here. Yeah, it's thick. It's the mid. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do first of all is just glue those two parts back together. That's literally what I'm gonna go ahead and do first. That's my first step. So I'm just putting some CA on there. The activator on the other side. Then just make sure that you put those two parts together nice and straight. So you just gotta make sure they're straight. That's pretty much all that matters. I'm putting them against my table now. Wait, let me zoom the camera in a bit more for you guys. So, as you guys can see, it's nicely flat on the table. You just gotta go ahead, put your few drops of CA on there, just to make sure it's nice and straight. That's the most important step right now. Just gotta make sure it's nice and straight. And you could go ahead now and take some carbon weave and just wrap it around there, but because I don't have any carbon with me and I want to do this quickly, you're just going to take some toilet paper and you're going to separate it. Depends what kind of toilet paper you have. You're just going to go ahead and try to separate it to get the very thin layer like this. And then you're just going to go ahead and slowly, with some CA, get it to go over your part. Because this toilet paper will pretty much go invisible. It's nicely soaked through with CA like fiberglass. You just gotta soak it properly. And when you have managed to do that, usually take some paperish thing to kind of wipe it down. I need something best is plastic. I'm just gonna take a ruler. Just gonna go ahead and push that down properly. Just go ahead and do a few layers of CA. Go over that properly. And for the first one, it was a bit slow for the first side. That's why you can see the toilet paper still properly. But on the other side, I'm just going to weten up the toilet paper with the CA. And then I'm going to wrap this around. You want to get it nice and flush. So it's really nice and flush with the surface you're gluing it to. And remember, this here, what I'm doing now, it's not going to be very pretty, it's just going to work. And I'm doing it like this because this is a 3D aircraft. And I'm not worrying about how the looks are going to be. Also on styrofoam, if you need to repair a proper crack, this method is really good, but with a bit sturdier material, with not CA but like epoxy or something like that. Then it will also work well on styrofoam. If you mix epoxy with toilet paper. And yeah, so I'm just trimming the edges right now. If you do this with epoxy, it will get really, really nice, but I doesn't really matter for me. It's same strength, it just does not look that nice as I would have done with epoxy. So you can also go ahead like what I'm doing now. You can first soak the part and then put the sheet of toilet paper over it. So if you soak it first, if you put the CA on first, you'll get a nice look out of it at the end. I really don't mind on looks right now. Just gonna go ahead and cover everything. Make sure that I have every section covered with CA. The beauty about doing this is that one layer is more than enough. And you can just go ahead and trim off the edges. And like this you have a part that's nicely strong, still flexible and repaired. I mean, it doesn't look the nicest, but it will work. It will work. So that's the only thing that really I need it to work. Also, you go ahead with one thicker strip and just wrap it around over the place where it broke. So I'm first gonna apply the glue on the top. Soak the top first in glue, then come to the bottom, soak the bottom in glue fully, and then go over. Gonna soak, fully gonna soak it. And it would be smart if you wore gloves while doing this. I'm not. I'm used to getting my hands soaked in super glue. This might burn in your eyes because it's pretty much like onion chopping. It's really, it does get you. So, now this is finished. It's definitely very strong. You won't break that anymore, and I don't mind how it looks. If you mind, you can do the same method. Also works with a bit of carbon or fiberglass. It also works. You can also go ahead do this with carbon or fiberglass, and it will look nicer, but I don't have any carbon or fiberglass with me, so I did it like this, and it works just fine. So yeah, and it's lighter. So I'm sticking with that. And yeah, next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be So guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button, and I'll see you in the next one on the field this time. So see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like the video for future content, and see you in the next one.